Hello everybody, it is Nicole with A-Frayed-Knot. Just hopping on tonight to do some painting with you. And it is Wood Pack Wednesday, so I have the anchor wall hanging here. It is the wood kit that is available. I'm sorry, let me back up. It is the wood pack that is available for Wood Pack Wednesday. And that is what we are going to be painting. I love to bring texture into projects, so I'm going to use a piece of that scrapbook paper that I have handy. But for the wood pack, this is what comes in this particular wood pack. So you can grab that. I'm actually going to get I'm going to get the iPad going so I can see y'all hopping on. Say hello when you get here, and if you're watching the replay, you can just fast forward through this, but it takes a second to get all the things up and running so that I can see the comments and, you know, all the good stuff there. Hey, Linda, how are you? Hi, Stephanie. It came up rather quickly tonight. Thankfully, that's a good thing. So, this is a fun one. I actually pulled this out of the archives. I first made this. I've actually made it a few times. I'll show you the ones I've made in the past. I'm going to a degree recreate one of them because I really liked it. And I used a napkin and I can't find the napkin anywhere. Otherwise I would have put it in the napkin bundle. But, so anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight. And I think the paint colors, well, I'm trying to decide. I'm really on the struggle bus with that. We're going to use the color Blue Jay and Cotton. I think that's what we're going to do. Blue Jay and Cotton. And I'm going to play around with the paint a little bit. We're going to use a stencil from Essential Stencil. I'm not even sure if they have this one in stock. This is called Star Pattern. I love with a capital L-O-V-E this stencil because I like to put stars on stuff, and I have a lot of other stencils that have stars on them, so I kind of have a variety to pick from, but this one is really cool, and I think it'll look nice with what I want to do tonight. So that's what I'm going to use. You can always comment the word stencil if you want to go check out Essential Stencil. We'll DM you my link and coupon code. I'll go ahead and get tonight's project link dropped here so you guys can, so I can pin it and you guys will have it. I will say it is in the little paper chain link thing. It's not paper, but you know, chain link thing right down there at the bottom. If you don't have that, you could have the dots. There's some dots I think you can click on and you might have that. Oh, what in the world has happened here? These apps are always updating stuff, and tell me, you guys, if you feel this frustration where it's like, would you just leave stuff alone, please? Because you update stuff and it makes sense to you, but nobody else knows what to do. You know, there's no instructions or nothing. It's just like every man for themselves. Once they do it, you get used to stuff. I'll digress, but it's so frustrating. I'm like, what in the world? Come on. Please stop. Okay, let's see here. I think I found it. And then you don't know, you know, that it's updated until you go looking for something. It's like, what in the world? What is happening? Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so I think I got it. Hey, Karen, howdy, how are you? Hello, Aaron. Hey, Jana. How is everybody? I hope you guys are all good today. How's the weather where you guys are all at? It's very cool here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and say chilly. It's 66. To a lot of y'all, I know that's probably like, you know, such a pleasant temperature and maybe even hot, but it's not hot for us here. And I'm not even complaining, not even a little bit, because I'm actually enjoying it, because I know the heat is not all that far away. But it's been cloudy, and even looked like it could have rained a couple of times, but it hasn't. We need it, I'll tell you that. We need the rain like No other. Karen said rainy. It's not rainy here. I wish that it would, but it's not, so. All right, well, I don't know if the link is going to come through here for me to pin, so I'll just go ahead and get started. I did say I'm going to go ahead and use Blue Jay. So I'm going to base paint this in Blue Jay. And I am going to, oops, I didn't mean to knock that over. I'm going to stain, I'm going to stain after we paint the Blue Jay. And then I'm also going to stain the edges here as well. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I can relate, Jana. There are some things that, yeah, I get it. It can be so, it can be a thing, that's for sure. I was getting, you know, everything ready for, because June is coming. June is going to be here very quickly. And so I was getting everything ready, and it's just the online shop where all the products are at has, they must have done some sort of update, because how I would normally get the stuff ready, you know, and get it in there and ready to go, it ended up being a little bit different. And now, you know, looking to share the link with you guys, a little bit different. So I'm like, oh my goodness. All right, well, I don't know. I guess it was needed. Who knows? All right, so I'm using the color Blue Jay, and I'm going to base paint this. I want to drill some holes in this, I think, but I'm a little undecided. So we'll do that at the end. I think it'll be fine. So the first thing we're going to do is just paint on Blue Jay. A lot of rain in North Florida. Okay. We have had none. I don't even remember the last time it rained, actually. I thought my dad said we might get some sprinkles. I can't remember what day he said, but I haven't looked. I just figured it might not happen. I actually was going to wash my car. Probably should. If I wash my car, then it'll rain. If I wash my truck, it will for sure rain. Never fails. Whenever I wash my truck, it always rains. Okay, this is the color Blue Jay. Love Blue Jay. It'll definitely be different, Mom. It definitely will. You'll be fine, though. Okay, we got a good coat on there. Oh, I missed a few spots, so I'm just going to cover them up real quick. And then we're going to get her dry. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Ah, you're in Waco. Okay. 71. Is it humid there, Karen? Are you anywhere near the silos? I've been wanting to go there. I've never been there. Anybody have a good idea when it's not super crowded there? I would like to go when it's not super crowded. Probably not the summertime. And there is a place I've been seeing on social media. So I love mini Highland cows. I do. I would love to have a couple. I don't really have like a farm or anything, but I would love to have one. So anyway, there's this place. If any of you all are near here or been here or live by here and know of it, please fill me in, because there's this place in Burton, Texas. I cannot remember what it's called, but it is a farm that has mini Highland cows, and you can actually book a stay there. And I wish I could remember. Is it called Honey something, I think? I see it all the time on social media because I watch it. I'm like, oh, I want to go there. I want to go there. So if you guys have heard of it or lived near it, been there, any of the things, let me know. I would love to know more about it. Seriously thinking about a vacation there in the future. All right, so we're going to distress this. Definitely going to give it a distressing. Hey, Renee, how are you? It is good to see you. How you been? You been okay? All right. Oh, here it is. I was looking for this. Hey, Donna. Too hot in summer. I figured it would be. I was just trying to figure out when the best time to go would be. I don't really want to be there. I figured the summer would be really crowded. So I'm just getting this distress. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, that looks good. So we pulled out a little bit of the wood grain through the sanding. That's exactly what we did there. I like that. That looks good. Okay, and then what we're going to do next is come in with the stain. I'm going to go ahead and use the Minwax Dark Walnut. Normally, that's the only one I use, but I do have this one right here that I have been using, which is it's called Golden Oak, and that is a water-based stain that I picked up at Home Depot by Bear. I like it. I want to kind of save it because I have a end table in my living room that I'm going to refinish, and I think it might be good on the top of it. So I want to save a little bit of it so that I can use it. And this is almost, there's probably about this much left in here. Okay, let's see here. Here it is. Just need a little rag, and then we're also going to stain just the edges of our anchor. Just like just the edges here. Oh, I'm glad you're good, Renee, and I'm sorry, I know sometimes life changes can be hard. I know that. I'm glad you're doing good. And it's good to see you. We miss you in the woodworking group too. You are welcome back anytime that you are ready. We are here. Okay, so I am just staining the edges of this first, because then we're going to put our scrapbook paper on here and then get it painted. I should have put the other glove on. This stain that I have here is oil-based. I don't necessarily have a preference over one or the other. I will say that the water-based one cleans up easier. I know some people have a preference. I don't necessarily have a preference. And I know some people don't necessarily like the smell of the stain. I definitely can tell there's a smell. It doesn't bother me, and it's not real strong at all. I don't know if I'm just used to it. But I'm going to take this little paintbrush and just kind of get inside here. You know what? I don't know if I ever seen the link come through or not. I did try to put I put the link in the comments, and I was going to pin it, but I haven't been seeing it come through. I thought I seen it up here somewhere. Yeah, it is in the comments. Oh, oops. We still need that open, because now I'm going to stain this. So you can kind of see what it looks like right now with the color Blue Jay. And we're going to go ahead and add this right over the top of it. This is just going to darken it up. That's all it's going to do. If you would prefer it to just be this blue color, this is definitely more of a blue. Blue Jay tends to be the closest to a navy that I've got. But when you put the stain over it, it does darken it quite a bit. It makes it almost like just a very dark, like vintage kind of navy. And I really like adding the stain after I distress like I did for this reason, because it just really changes it up. But when I sand and bring some of that wood grain out, I like how the stain just kind of just takes it to another level. It just changes it up a bit. I really like that. Okay. So we're going to set that aside for now, and let's see, I think we're good with the stain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wipe this off to make sure there isn't any like globs of stain that's still wet. Oh, I have a small handful of blues too, Linda, just depending what you're looking for. The June paint pack is going to be coming out too, and there will be a blue in that. There will be. I was meant to mention this. I'm going to do a giveaway at the end. I'm going to give away a $10 gift card to the online shop. I just don't want to, I'm going to write that down right here so I don't forget. And anybody that makes a purchase today, not just on my live, but at any time throughout the day. I didn't get to post about this earlier, but at least y'all are here now, so I can tell you, anybody who made a purchase today throughout the rest of the day, I am going to give you a free gift, and it's going to be a bottle of paint. I just like to say free gift, but I'm just going to tell you, it's going to work. You're going to get a free bottle of paint. And the only time I usually ever do that is for, I think it's Black Friday. But I thought, let's mix it up a little bit. So at the end, we're going to do a $10 gift card just for being here. And anybody who made a purchase, makes a purchase throughout the day today. So if you made one earlier, you're covered. But anybody who makes a purchase today will get a free gift. Okay. Oh, let's use this one before I go opening another one. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. So this is just a piece of scrapbook paper that I have from, you can get this scrapbook paper at Hobby Lobby. I love it because it has cool texture in it. I have some other ones also that are like a floral, more of like a floral to it, but I think we'll go ahead and use this one. And what we're going to do is, I might have to change this. Milk and Honey Ranch. Yes, I was thinking that's what it was, but then I'm like, no. Have you ever been there? Karen, have you been there or you just heard of it? Oh, I want to go there because you can stay. They have like cabins and that kind of stuff. And I'm like, oh, I want to do a little getaway and go there. It just looks so cool and relaxing. And they have little mini Highland cows. I think they even have stuff to do. I don't need to do nothing though. I just relax and, oh, it just seems so peaceful. Because this scrapbook paper is a little on the thicker side, I'm going to want to make sure I get a decent amount of Mod Podge. I should have just went ahead and opened the new one. But this one, we might make it with this one. Oh. Let's see here. Okay, that might be enough. We're gonna see right now. They are in your email. They get sent to your email and there is a code. So what you do is you take that code. Each gift card has its own unique code and you'll see that in your email. So you take that code and at checkout towards the top, there is a little drop down box. I can't remember what it says, but there's a drop down box where you put your discount code in there. So that's how you redeem it. Okay. Oh, did I get that crooked? Oh, well, it's just going to have to stay crooked. I got it on there crooked. It should be fine, though. Okay, so what I want to do is kind of cut this down so that it's a little closer to our surface here because I'm going to be sanding some of these edges off. Just makes it easier to sand. And then down in here, just like that. You know what? They're just called Mod Podge. If you comment Amazon AFK, it'll take you to my Amazon store and they're in there. I don't have a ton of stuff in there, so they won't be hard to find. If you scroll through, they're on a board with all the paint brushes. And they're on there. So that would probably be the easiest way to find them because it just says Mod Podge on them. And there actually 3 of them came. I really love these. I really do. In the pack. But that'd probably be the easiest way to find them. Okay, so I want to just sand in a downward motion only and get this all evened up. And then right here in these corners, you see it doesn't bend very well and I need it to bend so that I can get the sander against the wood right here. So just down, only downward motion. And I want to be real careful right there because I don't want to break it. All right, let's see. I might have to use... I'm gonna try. Let's see here. I want to try something. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna give it a try. You see how it's it's traveling all the way around. So this is just I haven't done this in a while, the little burn method. We can definitely just keep on sanding. I'm not sure which way would be a little faster, so we're gonna try this and see. So you can kind of see that flame right there. Now what it'll do is it's just going to go all the way down. The Mod Podge is what stops it from going crazy. I know. I always forget to pick those up. That would definitely make it a bit easier. This does make it pretty easy though. I would just do like one section at a time because you can kind of see how it travels. Definitely makes it a little bit easier this way with the burning if you don't mind doing that. Okay. Sanding this scrapbook paper with these little sanders, you kind of go through it real quick just because it builds up on this little sanding block real fast. I'm going to try this right here. Some angles are just awkward for me. So you can kind of see how it's just traveling down. I'll go ahead and do this little part right here because they'll kind of meet in the they'll just work their way down into this corner right here. So you can see how it's and then I just knock the ash off right there, and then we'll go ahead and give it a little bit of a sand. We're going to paint it. Sometimes I like the way it looks after I've burned it. And again, I haven't done this in quite a while, but I do like how it leaves that burn residue. I actually have a torch and used to burn wood, and I haven't done that in a very long time. Probably since the last time I probably remember doing it was in 2020. But Barb, I don't know if Barb is on here. Barb is in the woodworking group, and she taught a class almost a month ago, maybe. Yeah, almost a month ago. And they made these really, really cute plant stands, and she taught the woodworkers how to do the burning with a torch. She's got a good torch though. Yeah, she's got a really nice torch. Okay, that looks good. So you can see it's got texture on it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take this, and I'm not going to drill a hole, but I'm going to poke the hole through. There we go. I just want to kind of open it up a little bit. I have a little, oh here, nope, that's not it. I have a little file somewhere. That'll work. Okay, so this looks good. Now that we've got that all done, what we're gonna do is take our, I think I'll go ahead and use cotton. So we're just gonna paint it in the color cotton, just get a good coat of cotton to cover it up. Let's see here. Yeah, it was really smoking, but it's good. It was just mostly because it was smoldering, so, but yeah, it's all good now. That's why I just do it in little sections. But it did get smoking pretty good for a while. I even thought, it's a good thing there isn't a smoke alarm right here anywhere. Could set it off. All right, I'm gonna be very careful not to get the paint on the edges, because I don't want to get it where I've got the stain necessarily. I'm not painting the sides. I want it to remain that stained look. But I do want to make sure I get the paint down in the little nooks and crannies of this scrapbook paper. This scrapbook paper has kind of like a pearl look to it. So it's not... it looks like a white or an antique white, but it's got a pearl in it. It's really pretty. I do like it, but that's why we're painting it, and then we're gonna do a little layering on here. We're gonna pull this this texture out of it. And I'm using Crazy Crow for my second color here. I suppose we could have used the Crazy Crow for our sides. That would have been cute too. I just thought about that. And then I'm also going to use the cotton to stencil our stars onto here. We're gonna put stars on here. Let's just go ahead and do that now while that's drying. Oh, I almost didn't put that in the water. Okay, so let's see here. Now see, this stencil that I'm gonna use comes with two. It comes with this smaller one, and I can definitely use this and then just reposition it to get the bottom done. But I think I'll just go ahead and use this one, because we can just put this one on. Just like this. There we go. Oh, I need to have we want to offload. Okay. So I always say this, but you definitely want to make sure that you have a paper towel or something to offload your paint on. That's going to be the key, so you don't get the bleed through. And I kind of always start real light-handed. And I'm going to go ahead and do the little swirl action. And the anchor will be in the middle, so it'll cover a portion. But I'm just going to go ahead and add stars wherever I see the stencil at. Oh man, I got a little, I don't know what I did. Huh, that's really weird. Sometimes what I will do if I get bleed through is I will sand over the top of it. So I'm just going to make sure these are dry. Or what I could also do is, this is just another little trick that I do when something happens I don't really like. Or I want to, you know, add like another layer, like another visual element to sort of distract from something that wasn't that crazy about. I'll do this little fly speck right here. Okay, there we have it. I like those stars. I think they look good. I was actually going to put this one on a little bit crooked this time. I'm just adding a little bit of distressing to the stars. Just kind of dragging the sandpaper through them just a little bit. There, just a little. I like that. All right, now we're just gonna make sure that this is dry. Oh, Stephanie, I just seen your comment. Can you burn it off? Yep, that's exactly, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I think it helped me go a little bit quicker just because sometimes it's a little awkward for me to get down into the little grooves in certain ways, so it definitely helped. All right, now I'm going to take Crazy Crow. Let me shake it up a bit. Okay, let's see. I know they're here. They couldn't have gone far. Oh, here they are. I need some baby wipes. And then we're just going to apply the Crazy Crow. We'll just do a little at a time. I'll do like the bottom half first, and you want to make sure you get it all down in those little nooks and crannies of the scrap of paper or whatever you're using that has the texture. I'm going to wring this out a bit. They're a bit wet, so I mean that's what they're supposed to be, but and then here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to wipe it back. I love the way this looks. Ah, so good. So you can see how much it brings that detail out. Oh, I love that. This is probably like, I don't know, close to one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why, I just enjoy this so much. I love looking for the things that I'm like, wonder what that would look like if I painted it and brought that texture out. Okay, so you can see I just glob it on there. And then we're just gonna take our, and if you use this section, it will reapply some paint, which is fine. But see how it wipes it off, but it's not wiping it quite like that is, because it's kind of dragging the paint back through it. So I'll just look for a little fresh side. Okay, let me show you what I mean. Where I have such an amount right there, and then I can wipe it right back on and make it a little bit darker if I wanted to. See how I just darkened that up? So if you want to leave it darker, but if you want it to be lighter, then grab you a cleaner side, and then you see how I wiped it brighter down there in the center. Just all in visually what you want to see, you know what I mean? Just however you want to, your visual interest is what I'm trying to say. I like that. I think that looks good. So we're going to leave it just like that. She's perfect. And I think we'll put it on just like so. I'm trying to decide how I want to hang this when we get to that part. So I think what we'll do is, let's see here. I have got these little just strips of muslin that's tea-dyed. Actually, it's probably coffee stained. Well, usually when I do this, it's coffee stained. And then I've got my stamps right here that I'm gonna go ahead and use. These are on my Amazon store also. So if you want to check those out, you can just comment Amazon AFK and they are, I'll send you the link and they're there. Pretty much all of the things that I use, aside from like the wood packs that are in the online shop, like the inks and the stamps and my stick fast, even like my wood glue. I think even my pins, all that kind of stuff that I use is on there. Even the napkin bundles, because it's sold out now, but I went ahead and put the napkin bundles that I got. The only thing is with those napkin bundles, they're such large quantities. So that's why I usually offer them in the bundles that I do, because they're such large quantities. But if you're making stuff to sell it, then it's definitely worth it, unless you are going to use the napkins for something else. So anyhow, but a lot of that stuff is there over on my Amazon store. All right, so I think what we'll put on this one is, maybe I'll put 250. Should we put 250? Should we put 250 because it is the 250th celebration this year, or should I just put USA? On all the ones in the past, I put USA that I've made, but I was thinking tonight I should put 250 because we are celebrating 250 years. Thank you, Barb. It does, Erin. I love doing this technique right here. I do. I broke it all down in the workshop, a couple of the techniques that I like to do, and then taught a couple of them. 250. Okay, let's do 250. All right. 250. That doesn't look like has to be. Just looks so small. Has to be, because I've never got down here into the numbers before, so. Or not in a while anyway. All right, let's see here. Oh, perfect. This is going to be so cute. Oh, you know what? I should be able to use the stick fast for this. 2. 5, 0. I wish there was like a little, whoo, like a party streamer. That would be cute. Okay. I'm going to trim it just a little. So I can fray it. Okay, cute. And then let's see here. Oh, here they are. Okay. And then we're going to take a little bit of jute rope. And just tie it in a little shoestring bow. It doesn't have to be real big. This is just kind of, it's too short right here and it's kind of frayed out right here. So that's why I've went towards the middle a little bit more. And then we're going to put this right there. So we'll glue that on. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. Look at, I don't know why I'm kind of liking it crooked like that. And then there it is, just straight. Do y'all like it crooked too? I don't know why. I like it crooked like that. All the other ones I have ever, when I've made these in the past, I've put them straight. So I think we'll try it crooked. Okay, we're gonna give it a little pressure just till it sets up. Crooked looks good, huh? I like it too. Should set up pretty quickly. Okay. All right, and then we're going to put this on crooked, kind of going off at an angle. Okay, and then we'll take our bow, and then I'm just going to add a tiny, tiny bit more right here of the stick fast, just because I forgot to turn my glue gun on. Oops. I might need to put it on here itself. Let's see. Hopefully that will set up. I'm gonna just kind of leave it for a few and see if it sets up. Now I'll show you the other two that I have that I've made in the past, and the one that's kind of that I've made before that I used a napkin with, it looks similar to this. But in the past, I've always liked using nautical rope on these. I don't know why, I just like the look of nautical rope with these anchors, probably because they're all the same theme, nautical. But I think, I don't know, because the nautical rope just, it really just does something for this piece. This looks really good, but I am thinking, because I've made these 2 other times, I don't think I made it more than oh no, I have 3 of them. Okay, I'll show you I'll get the other one down and show you all 3 of them. I just love this anchor. I mean, I have an anchor tattoo and everything. I love the anchor and the Bible verse and everything. So I've made several of them. I thought I had more than just 2. I want to do it with the nautical rope. But because I've done it so many times, I want to do it with the wire and the rusty bell. So you guys tell me, how do you want to see it? I have 3 to show you with the nautical rope. If for some reason I didn't like the rusty bell and the wire, I could always drill the hole bigger and put the nautical rope in it. And you don't have to drill holes to put the nautical rope. It's just the way that I've always done the nautical rope. You want the hole big enough for it to fit through. So you guys let me know. Should I just try the wire so we could see what it looks like? What do you think? What do you think? And then I'm going to get this other one down while you guys are typing out your answers for me. I think this is the only one. I don't think I've made, whoops, about to have dominoes here. I don't think I've made more than 3 currently. This will be the 4th one. So, what do you guys think? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. I know there's such a delay. Such a delay. So I'm going to get my handy dandy drill ready. She's ready to go. Okay, something different. Vicki, Yes, something different, like Vicky said. I think that's a good idea because, like I said, if we end up not liking it, even Teresa said, try the wire, something different. If we don't like it, I could always drill the hole bigger and put nautical rope. So that is really not a huge problem. I think I will like it though. We're going to use the rusty wire that I have. Oops. And I think I have a rusty bell handy. Rusty bell, rusty bell. Gail said, give it a shot. Yep, I agree. I think it's a good thing to give a try, definitely. Thank you guys for weighing in. I appreciate it. It sure helps. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a few curly cues. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to take a little tie. We'll add a little red and white ticking, and I'll distress it up a little bit, grunge it up a little. And I like to cut my strips for this kind of stuff 2 to 3 inches wide, just because then it'll look more like a bow. And I'm not actually tying a bow, I'm just tying it into a little knot. And we'll grunge it up just a bit, just so it's not so new looking. Don't forget, if you hopped on after I had announced this, anybody who makes a purchase today, up until 11:59 p.m. tonight, will get a free gift. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway at the end of the live. I'm going to scroll through and pick someone to win a $10 gift card to the online shop. So we'll do that just as soon as we're all done here. We're almost done. So thank you for joining me on the live. I appreciate it. This is the vintage photo also, just in case you were wondering. And that's what it looks like, all grunged up. Okay, so what I do is, again, that's about 2 to 3 inches wide. I didn't measure it. I'm just used to cutting them that wide. So it's anywhere between 2 and 3 inches is usually what I do. And so we're just going to tie this into a knot. And with it being that thick, it ends up looking like a bow. At least I think so. I like the way it looks. And then I'm going to trim this side a bit. Oh, it's so cute. Just trying to see if it's even. And then after you give them a trim, you can kind of come along. I just go along with my fingers and kind of pull those threads out at the end to fray it up a bit. Ta-da! There it is with the wire, and then we can kind of put that just like that. There she is. Let me show you the one that I made that was similar to this one, but it was a napkin. That's the one from before with the napkin, and that is the one from tonight. So that's straight up and down nautical rope and then wire. And then here is another one that I've made. And those two that I just showed you say USA. This one says Hope. And this is the cottage green color on this one. And that says Hope. So there they are. All of them that I have made. And that's the only one I've ever done with the wire. So you can kind of see that. So this is the one from tonight. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks, Barb. Thank you, Teresa. Oh, thank you, Martha. Yeah, I really liked it. Now, I had the blue and white striped ticking, but I thought the red would be a nice pop since we didn't really put any red on here at all. I didn't put no red on this one. The nice thing about the wire, I will say, is it allows you to go ahead and put some embellishments up here if you want to. You could do it with the nautical rope. I just don't because I feel like it takes away from the nautical rope. So I've never really done that, but I like that. So the wire was a good try. It was a good idea for us to do something different. Thanks, Gail. Thank you, Donna. It is hard to choose. I do too. I like all of them. This is a napkin also back here that I had at one time, but some of these napkins, once they're gone, I have a hard time finding them ever again. So, that is it. That's why I thought I loved this napkin, but I thought, well, we could recreate it with the stencil. So that's exactly what we did tonight, and just kind of switched up the color. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm trying to think. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I will be with the woodworkers tomorrow, and I have to look at my schedule for Friday. So anyway, there's a very good we have to do our giveaway. What am I thinking? I almost forgot. I'm so glad I made this note. Oh my goodness. Our gift card giveaway. Holy moly, I almost forgot. Thanks, Mom. So thank you, Vicki. Thank you, Teresa. Thanks, everybody. On the background, the blue anchor. Paper on the background of the blue anchor. It's scrapbook. So this one we just made tonight, scrapbook paper. if you're asking about this one, it's the same scrapbook paper on this anchor. All three of these right here are the same scrapbook paper, and that it's from Hobby Lobby. I think that might be what you were, the blue anchor. Yeah, it's the same scrapbook paper that I used tonight. It just looks different because that one I painted in either Liberty Blue or Blue Jay. It might be Blue Jay. And then I put cotton over the top of it and wiped it back. So tonight, how I did Crazy Crow, on that one I did cotton and wiped it back. And then I stained the edges a little bit. So I just kind of went around it with a little bit to give it a little more, like, what am I trying to say? A little more pizzazz on the edges. There's a word I'm trying to spit out and I just can't. So anyway, I hope that helped. So we're going to, I'm going to just do a scroll. I'm going to use this screen right here because I don't hardly see any comments on that screen. So this will be the better one to do our scroll. And this is for a $10 gift card to the online shop. And that just gets emailed to you. So if I can't find your email, I will try to, sometimes I can message you through your comments right here. So I should have your email though. I haven't really run into that problem yet. So anyway, all right, let me make sure my scroller is working, and I'm just going to look away and hold on. There we go. Give it a scroll, and we have Erin Cornelson. I know I didn't say that right, Erin. I am so sorry, but I'm going to send you a $10 gift card to the online shop. Erin Maureen Cornelson. Did I say that right? I got to make sure I get it written down right so that I can find you. There we go. And anyone who makes a purchase today throughout the day, whether it was earlier during the live or up until 11:59 tonight, will get a free gift, a free bottle of paint in your order. So there you have it. Anyway, you guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you so much for being here with me. Here's one last look at our project, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.